I have the Himalaya Herbals Nourishing. Wow! I have the Himalaya. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Meghna, and if you're new to my channel, then make sure you are subscribed to my channel and also press on the bell notification button so you can be updated whenever I upload a video, which is twice a week, every Wednesday and Saturdays. And also make sure you're following me on all my social media. The links will be here, so make sure you are following me on there as well. Like, I actually quite often post like mini reviews and comparisons and hauls, etc. So yeah, just make sure you are followed to my social media for all those extra things. Now coming to today's video, I'm going to do a product empties video. So I've seen this video on so many channels and I really love watching them because I feel it's like your final thought on that product, because you've emptied it, you've finished it, so you know it's like a final decision or final thought on, you know, whether the product is good, bad, worth repurchasing, worth recommending, etc. I have gathered quite a bit of products in the past couple of months. So without any further ado, let's get on with this video. So the first category that I want to touch is Bath & Body Tresemme Keratin Smooth Shampoo. This is their 600 ml range and I love Tresemme shampoos. I've spoken about it before as well. I'm already using another 600 ml of some other range. I just keep switching between different ranges of the Tresemme shampoo. So yeah, this one really worked well for me. It made my hair smooth, so much more manageable, and you know, was less frizzy. So I really like this. I think one guy is staring at me. Anyways, so yeah, I will recommend this to all of you. For now, I won't be repurchasing this. Shower gel, which is by Ava White Rain Collection, and this is for sensitive skin. It has jasmine and lily, and I've spoken about this again in one of my favorites videos, so I really like this, and I really love the smell of this and how it scrubs out and exfoliates my body in a very gentle manner. So I would recommend this as well to anyone who is looking for a good gentle body cleanser. But again, I won't be repurchasing this just because I have enough of you know, body scrubs and body gels to try out. The next product is a face wash, and it's by Ozone Sandalwood Face Wash. I've spoken about this and I love this face wash. It just smells amazing, like of sandalwood, so that's really amazing. It also made my face so clean, like squeaky clean. But if you guys don't know this already, I get bored of face washes like that. Like, it's a big thing if I finish one tube, which I'm trying my best to do because I don't want to waste products. So yeah, I've been finishing my face washes recently. I don't think I'll be repurchasing this, but I'd want to because it's really nice. But like I said, I get bored. I already have like some 5-6 different face washes right now. So yeah, I won't be repurchasing this, but I will definitely recommend this to you guys. It's an amazing face wash. Another one, which is by Clean and Clear. This is their Blackhead Clearing Daily Scrub. Now, many people love this. I just didn't. Like, even right now there's a bit left, like I think this much, but I just couldn't bring myself to finish this because it didn't do anything for me. It didn't feel like it was just the most average face exfoliator I've used, and it was so hyped up by everyone and I expected too much out of it, but it was just very average. So definitely not repurchasing this again, and I don't recommend this to anyone out there. Third one is also a face wash which I finished, and this is the Clean and Clear Natural Bright Face Wash. Again, it was highly advertised by all these big beauty bloggers and vloggers. Looking at those videos, I was quite influenced and I got myself a bottle as well, but I didn't like it. I mean, it was very average. There was nothing to talk about so much and be like, oh wow, this is like, you know, you guys should buy this face wash, it's brilliant. I like the smell and the color of it, but that should really be like the last criteria of judging a face wash. So yeah, but yeah, I won't recommend this to you guys. If this worked on you, then good for you, but it didn't do anything for me and it was quite average, so never repurchase this again. Next, I have this Bath & Body Works Japanese Cherry Blossom sanitizer. I really love this sanitizer so much. Love this. I will definitely repurchase this if I have a chance. The Bath & Body Works Pink Chiffon Body Mist. I just love this mist. It's a little too sweet for my taste, but I really love wearing this. Really sweet, very girly fragrance. This is a very good option. Secret Temptation, and this is how the bottle looks. It's in the fragrance Passion, and I have already repurchased this. I love using this, you know, during dance practices when you get all sweaty and smelly. You need a good deo that will last you long. It has a very musky, strong smell. It is a bit strong. Over a few minutes it just kind of dilutes itself. I'll definitely recommend this to you guys. Now coming to skincare, I have the Himalaya Herbals Nourishing Face Moisturizing Lotion. Got that right. I won't be repurchasing this because I have replaced this with another favorite moisturizer of mine, which you will see in my empties as well. Quite nourishing. It's aloe vera and almond oil, both which are really good for your skin. So I will recommend this to you guys. The Patanjali Saundarya Aloe Vera Gel, and this is in Kesar Chandan, so this is not the regular aloe vera gel. Mixed review about this. As in, I love the smell. It just smells so amazing. I didn't find anything special with this aloe vera gel. I did enjoy this as well, but I don't know, like this is more expensive than the regular aloe vera gel, so like I'd rather purchase the regular aloe vera gel and, you know, get the same results. So it does the exact same job as the previous Patanjali aloe vera gel. So this is a really good option for your face. Now remember, I spoke about the moisturizer that replaced the Himalaya one, and the one I'm talking about is the Clean and Clear oil-free moisturizer. No surprise, I use this in all my makeup tutorials, and I also have spoken about this in so many videos, and I have two empties. No surprise, because yeah, I just keep using them. In fact, I have another one which is also almost empty, so I need to stock up. So I love this moisturizer. In winters my skin gets really dry, and during summers it becomes like combination, like my T-zone gets oily but my cheeks and other areas are quite dry. So I love using this, especially for summer. This is just perfect because it's an oil-free moisturizer, and that's exactly, it doesn't make your face greasy at all. It just feels like you have nothing on your skin, but yet nourishes your skin very nicely. So I highly recommend this moisturizer to you guys. Now coming to makeup stuff, I have the Wet n Wild Mega Plump Mascara, and this is the travel size version. Makes my lashes look so much more voluminous than it is. So I really love this, but it's sadly, you know, over, and it's also dried up. But yeah, I will repurchase this if Wet n Wild comes to India. I wouldn't mind having this again. Next one is the Pond's White Beauty BB Cream. I love this one. This is the travel size again. It's a smaller size. I've already repurchased the bigger one because I just love the BB cream. It's like my go-to BB cream right now. I absolutely love it. So this is the bigger version which has a pump, so that's good. And yeah, this is the smaller version which is empty, and I've already repurchased this, so you guys know I love it. Another one is the Maybelline Clear Glow BB cream. This is like the older version. It was like the special edition, but I would definitely repurchase this again because I love this BB cream so much. Love it. And also I forgot to say, both these BB creams have their own SPF. Pond's comes with 30 SPF and this one comes with 21 SPF. So both have their own SPF, which is always an added bonus. I'm in the shade 03 Natural, in case you guys are wondering. Then I have this nail paint by Juice Cosmetics. I recently did a review on the Juice matte nail paints. I will link it up here in case you've missed it. But I forgot to mention that I've also tried their glossy variant, and I love that. Such an amazing red color. I would love to purchase this again if I find it again. Kajal by Iconic. It's their regular black kajal. Before I had tried any long lasting kohl or a little more expensive kajal pencils, I used to love Iconic. Like, this was my go-to. I used to love this more than Colossal as well because I found this was more pigmented, but like no freaking kajal ever stays in my waterline ever. It just vanishes in an hour tops. So yeah, so I did enjoy it in the beginning because I thought I didn't have any other choices, but now that I have my Plum Nature Studio Kajal, I can never really go back to Iconic or Colossal because they just never stay in my waterline ever, and Plum at least stays for like 4-5 hours without any smudging. So that's a huge thing for my eyes because I don't know, no kajal stays in my eyelid, like I said. So Plum has been the closest, and I absolutely love Plum kajal. So I don't think I'll be ever repurchasing this Iconic kajal again. Color Essence liquid eyeliner. It's like in the sketch form, and I just love this so much. I've spoken about this in like my favorite videos, and I just really love this. Only con about this is that it's not matte. It's like semi-glossy type. It's not glossy also, but like it just gives a bit of shine, but it's not matte, and I just don't like glossy eyeliner. But I think I'll repurchase this again because of the ease of applying. It just has the best sketch tip, which I really love. Do that and you'll be done. Like, it's as easy as I'm showing it out to be. It's really easy. I will definitely recommend you guys to check out the Color Essence eyeliner sketch pen. Last three products are like the same product because I just kept repurchasing it again and again because I love it so much. And the product I'm talking about is the Maybelline Fashion Brow Duo Shaper. This is their eyebrow product, and I've spoken about this in numerous videos of mine, and I've also used this in most of my makeup tutorials. So yeah, you guys know I love this. I first bought the brown shade thinking that, you know, the grey might be too harsh for me, and I really love the brown one, but I feel the grey one gives you a more stark and, you know, well sculpted brows. At least for my brows, I felt the grey looked better and more fuller, and I like fuller brows. I like stark brows. That's when I purchased the grey one after purchasing two brown ones. So I don't think I'll be purchasing the brown one again, but the grey one definitely. I really recommend this Fashion Brow Duo Shaper to you guys, and I'm definitely buying this again. So with that, we come to an end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Also, give this video a big thumbs up so I know you guys are enjoying this. And I think that's about it. I will see you guys very soon. Till then, take care. Bye.
You are the icing on my cake. You are the smile I can't replace.